This morning I was sitting there with my girlfriend and we were having coffee, and I there was a remark on one of my things about either not being special or the with the dust bunnies, and I thought, I don't never even thought about that. I thought I like being playful. And I realized though through it that I thought every single person was special. I know that we all do the same things, but there's not a single person when I walk down the street that isn't unique and their story isn't unique. And there's something about that I love. Like I watched this play, yesterday, just watching people. The kid having a temper tantrum, the girl running down with the friggin' towel on her head, and her boyfriend's yelling at her to hurry up, and she's giggling. And I think all of life is special, and it really and playful and fun. And a lot of times that innocence provokes other people. And we had a good conversation because she said, "Well, none of us are special." And I thought, yeah, that's true. We're kind of all the same in some basic things, but we experience life and look so different and play so differently. And it's always made me curious. And I think that's why I don't feel a lot of judgment. I have a lot of people in my life from every different belief system, and it's never bothered me because that's how they're experiencing their life. And yeah, did they try and convince me? Of course. I mean, that is, if it works for you, you want to share it. That's just how it is. But I've never seen that the way I do things works for other people or vice versa. And our interpretation of things is so unique. And I think that I just wish people would see each other a little more, and not out of that spot of judgment, but out of that curiosity of like, how are they experiencing life? Because what I found is that the more you can connect to different people, the more empathy and engagement you have. And I was saying this to someone the other day, when things are going on around the world, if you're engaging with lots of different people, you have friends that are in all these countries. You can talk to them, you can help them, you can listen, you can support. And that's part of that community. And it's, what? It's loving each other for the essence of who you are, not necessarily your belief systems. And yeah, of course, people could take that to another degree of not having boundaries. But I think the more solid you are in who you are, it doesn't bother you when people do things that are terrible, because you just say no. You just say, I don't want to do that. I don't want you to treat me like that. And, or, I don't participate or whatever. It's not like you're wrong, I'm right. It's more of like, and I do see that people's behavior adapts when we have boundaries. If we keep getting into the same situations over and over, it's generally because there's some part in us that doesn't have that power. And it's interesting to me. That's all. I was just curious. I mean, if other people have their ideas of what specialness means, because it doesn't bother me if people say they're chosen. Good for them that they feel that way. It has nothing to do with me. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything in my life because other people choose to believe whatever they choose to believe. Generally, it's, unless it's bringing pain and suffering to me, which I move away from. Like I don't want to stay there. So I don't know. I'm just curious.